Ladies and gentlemen, something extraordinary is unfolding right now, and you need to hear this before anyone else. For years, people have whispered, hoped, and even argued about the possibility of a massive currency revaluation. Today, in 2025, those whispers are turning into breaking news. The Iraqi Dinar IQD and the Vietnamese Dong VND are reaching historic highs like we have never seen before. If you woke up this morning thinking it was just another day, think again. This could be the day that changes financial futures for thousands, maybe millions of people around the world. From chat groups lighting up with shocking numbers to people rushing to check their currency stashes, the buzz is louder than ever. We're talking about life-changing rates, numbers that make calculators overheat and hearts race. Now, the question on everyone's mind, is this the real deal? Imagine scrolling through your phone early in the morning, still half asleep, when a message stops you in your tracks. RV is here. Those 3 words alone are enough to make longtime currency holders sit up, grab their glasses, and start checking every source they can find. For years, the IQD and VND communities have been on a roller coaster, ups, downs, rumors, and disappointments. But this time, something feels different. The reports aren't just vague predictions. They're coming in with actual rates being seen in certain places. Rates that don't just creep upward but leap massively. People are running numbers in their heads, picturing debts erased, mortgages gone, and a future where financial struggles are replaced by opportunities. It's not just about the money, it's about the freedom that money can buy. The Iraqi dinar's potential revaluation has always been tied to the country's economic reforms. In recent months, Iraq's central bank has been talking more and more about a basket system where the dinar would be pegged not just to the US dollar, but to a group of strong global currencies like the euro and the Chinese yuan. This move is designed to strengthen the dinar, make it more stable, and protect it from massive swings in value. Pair this with the idea of a float, where the currency's rate changes naturally based on market supply and demand, and you have the foundation for a currency that can rise on its own merits. If Iraq's economy continues to grow, this float could push the dinar's value even higher in the coming months. Now, let's talk about the Vietnamese dong. The VND has often been discussed alongside the IQD and RV conversations, but this time it's not just a tag-along. Reports are coming in suggesting that the VND is rising almost in sync with the dinar. This means that holders of both currencies are seeing similar levels of excitement. The reasons behind this could be tied to Vietnam's growing trade relationships, manufacturing strength, and currency stability. In a global market that's shifting due to new economic deals, emerging markets like Vietnam are suddenly in the spotlight. If both the IQD and VND are indeed experiencing a massive rate adjustment, it could mean a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for those who invested early and waited patiently. The atmosphere in currency chat groups is electric. People who have been silent for years are suddenly posting screenshots, sharing exchange stories, and calling friends they haven't spoken to in months. Some claim that certain private groups have already started exchanging quietly at new rates. Others say that appointments are being scheduled behind the scenes. While these reports can't be confirmed yet, sheer volume of chatter is making even the skeptics wonder if we're finally seeing history in the making. The hype is spreading faster than ever before, and it's pushing this story beyond the currency community into mainstream attention. But alongside the excitement comes caution. This isn't the first time high numbers have been thrown around. We've seen hype waves before, and we've seen them crash. That's why many experienced holders are reminding people to stay calm, double-check information, and have a plan before running to the bank. Once you exchange, there's no going back, so timing is everything. Some experts suggest waiting for official confirmations to avoid falling into traps or making rushed decisions. The last thing anyone wants is to miss out on the best possible rates by acting too soon. Still, the current buzz feels stronger. more widespread, and more urgent than any before. Let's break down what an RV or revaluation really means in simple terms. When a country's currency is revalued, its worth in comparison to other currencies changes dramatically, usually increasing. For IQD and VND holders, even a small rise could mean significant profits. But when we're talking about rates shooting through the roof, the impact can be truly life-changing. Imagine having bills that were once impossible to pay suddenly disappear. Imagine using profits to buy a home outright, start a business, or help your family in ways you never thought possible. That's the kind of transformation people are talking about right now. And it's why emotions are running so high. What's adding to the credibility of this moment is the timing in the global economy. We're in a period where markets are shifting, trade agreements are being renegotiated, and currencies are being reevaluated across the world. Countries like Iraq and Vietnam have been quietly strengthening their economies for years, and now they may be ready to step into a new position on the world stage. These currency moves are indeed tied to broader financial strategies. We could be seeing the beginning of a major shift in the global balance of trade and power. This isn't just a currency story, it's a geopolitical one. On the ground, people are preparing. Many longtime holders have detailed exchange strategies lists of what to do in the first 24 hours after an RV. Financial planners on standby, and investment opportunities ready to go. The smartest know that the RV is just the beginning. Comes after. The way you protect, grow, and manage sudden wealth matters even more than the moment you exchange. For those unprepared, sudden money can disappear as quickly as it arrives. That's why the most experienced voices in the community are urging calm patience and planning. One of the biggest challenges Iraq has faced in getting to this point is controlling the gap between the official exchange rate and the black market rate. This difference has caused economic problems and confusion in the past. But if the RV truly happens and the new rates are applied across the board, this gap could close, stabilizing the currency and boosting investor confidence. With the dinar moving into a basket system and floating in the market, Iraq could become far less dependent on the US dollar and more integrated into global trade networks. For Vietnam, the story is slightly different but equally important. The VND's rise could position the country as a stronger player in Asia's growing economic network, with manufacturing, exports, and international partnerships already on the rise. A stronger currency would give Vietnam more purchasing power and a bigger voice in regional negotiations. For investors, this means the VND could shift from being a speculative play to a stable, long-term asset. And if the current whispers about massive rate jumps prove accurate, VND holders could see the same kind of financial transformation as their IQD counterparts. As of today, the energy is undeniable. From social media posts to private calls, from small-town holders to international investors, everyone is asking the same thing. Is this it? Are we watching the moment we've been waiting for all these years? While no one can confirm every claim being made right now, the sheer scale of the conversation is unprecedented. Whether this week brings the official confirmation or not, one fact is clear: the possibility of a historic RV for the IQD and VND has never felt more real. And for those holding on through the years of uncertainty, that feeling alone is enough to make hearts race and plans come off the shelf.